you were on the commission before, it's obvious from the initial presentation that a lot of good has been done. I want to make the commission aware of something that you may not know, and this is new information. On January 6, 2017, one of the final actions of the Obama administration was to declare election infrastructure part of our national critical infrastructure. This meant that digital election infrastructure was now under the regulatory oversight of the Department of Homeland Security, in particular, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, or CISA. On May 15, 2019, the President issued an executive order on securing the information and communication technology and services supply chain. That's EO 13873. This is to strengthen efforts to prevent foreign adversaries from exploiting vulnerabilities in the ICT supply chain, which includes digital elections infrastructure, and it was also intended to protect the vast amount of sensitive information being stored and communicated through ICT products and services. This EO was renewed during the Biden administration. The EO sets out procedures that the Department of Commerce will use to prohibit the use or transaction of information and communication technology and services that are designed, developed, manufactured, or supplied by persons owned by, controlled by, or subject to the jurisdiction of a foreign adversary, and that pose the risk of sabotage or subversion, catastrophic effects to the national critical infrastructure or digital economy, and third, adverse consequences to national security and public safety. This executive order was codified in a final rule, 15 CFR Part 791, on December 6, 2024. As you well know, the Louisiana Department of State, as we have just heard, is in the process of procuring electronic systems for our elections. These transactions fall within the National Critical Infrastructure - Government Facilities.
30 seconds.
Since these electronic systems are based on commercial off-the-shelf components made in China, these transactions fall under the regulatory authority of the Department of Commerce. Attorney Kurt Olson, Director of Election Integrity in the White House, who reports directly to President Trump, made John Scanlon and I aware of this executive order. It is imperative that any officials involved in these transactions be aware of and follow this law.
Time's up. Thank you, Mr. Russ.